I'm Grace and Sophie's behind the camera. We're part of Troop 4914, and today's video, as we promised, we will be interviewing our project advisor Brandon and his dog Shimanski.
Hi everybody, I'm Grace.
I'm Sophie.
I'm Julia.
And I'm Zoe.
We are second year cadets, part of Troop 4914 and working on our silver project. This is our project advisor Brandon. Brandon spent 10 years in the Marine Corps, 7 years in the Marine Corps Special Operation Command as a multi-purpose canine handler.
How long have you been training dogs for?
I've been training dogs probably about 11 years or so now. I spent 7 of those years in the Special Operations Command with multi-purpose canine Shimanski here. He's now retired, but about 11 years total.
What inspired you to become a dog trainer?
So I've always loved dogs growing up, and I've kind of always had a dog as long as I can remember. As I was starting my military career, I found an opportunity to go be a dog handler for the military as a military police officer. Since I found that opportunity, I've never wanted to do anything else. It's just always been about the bond and the connection that you create with the dog. Watching them learn has always been fascinating to me.
Did you train these dogs alone, or did you work with people?
So, kind of a little bit of both. Spent a lot of time working with Shimanski on my own time or individually, but I also worked in a military unit at a kennel facility. And there we would have maybe 15 to 20 people or so, other dog handlers, other dog trainers that would be there, and we would kind of do things together, but we would also have that kind of individual time. As it became time for Shimanski and I to get ready to deploy, we would then join another team, and that would be the Special Operations team, comprised of 15 to 30 people or so. And there we would get ready to deploy, and that's who we would go overseas with in a small team like that.
What weather conditions did you have to go through with your dog?
So we went through a little bit of everything. Shimanski and I spent time in Afghanistan, Iraq, Somalia, and a couple other places throughout the Middle East and countries like that. There, everything from the extreme heat of hot 120 plus degrees in the desert to snow in the desert when it gets cold in the winter. Kind of a little bit of everything makes it.
Benji packs are packs of items that we will be shipping to active and retired war dogs. This will help the dogs and will continue on.
Where are these packs going exactly?
So we're going to send the packs overseas to active duty military dogs that are already over there. We're going to partner up with my nonprofit, Southern Cross Service Dogs, and another great nonprofit called the United States War Dog Association. And the United States War Dog Association already supports active duty dogs and dogs that have retired from the service. So they kind of have the right locations for us to get them there.
How will we know if the dogs get the packs, and how long will it take for the packs to get to the dogs?
So sending mail from the United States to overseas, it kind of depends on where it's going, but it generally takes maybe 2 to 4 weeks, I think is a good time frame to fully get it there. Once the dog handlers get the packs, there we're going to ask them to send us a photo back, give us confirmation that they received it, so that way we can see it and we can show kind of the impact that it has on the dog and them actually being able to use it.
Why are we not allowed to send food with these packs?
So there's a couple small reasons that we don't send food. One, generally most military working dogs are on kind of a strict diet. Their intake is pretty calculated, so they stay fit, they stay active. The other reason that I don't like to send food with the packs is a lot of times when you're living overseas, you're not always in kind of an enclosed structure. Some places I've lived in tents, and in atmospheres like that, you get some bugs, you get some mice, you get some rats, different things like that that are just attracted into the living areas based on the extra food. So it's not really needed, and yeah.
And then what happens to the dogs when they get back from being overseas?
So once they come back from being overseas, they'll generally come back to another military base. As the dog continues out its working service, it generally stays in the same location for most of the Department of Defense. There, the dog's working span will be anywhere from 8 years to 12 or 13 years old. When it comes time for the dog at kind of its end of the working life, there the dogs will go through an adoption process. A lot of times the previous handlers or other people at the kennel facility will have a shot to be able to adopt the dog and take them home. So they can kind of live out the rest of their life in retirement.
Okay, well, thank you for coming here today and talking with us. It was really fun to ask you these questions and learn more about what we're doing and what you're doing. Thank you again, and bye.
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 Hi everybody, thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to support our Silver Project in any way, there will be links down below. Anything can help, from dog grooming supplies, medical supplies, and training supplies. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!